Hi, my name is Toy Burton, and I am the founder and executive director of Dee Dee's Cry Suicide Prevention and Family Support. Dee Dee's Cry is named after my sister, Danita Shane Morris, who died by suicide in 1986 when she was 23 years old. I started Dee Dee's Cry in 2017 after I noticed organizations that focus on suicide prevention and mental health education weren't doing it in communities of color. So Dee Dee's Cry is suicide prevention and mental health education for communities of color. We are here today behind the Urban League in Roxbury. We are having an event today. It is Mental Health While Black, Dee Dee's Cry signature event, because Dee Dee's Cry is about bringing people together in a fun and safe environment and having the resources there. So we have Be Free Coaching and Wellness with Ayanna Parrott. Please tell us about your organization.
Actually, I'm looking on Cape Cod, but we can also serve Boston and the larger community. And our mission is to help people with mental health and wellness through people that are struggling with trauma, addiction, and oppression.
Michelle, can you tell us a little about the organization?
Events like this are important for the community because for too long and too often, we do not have conversations about our mental health and our mental well-being. And we need to have these conversations because it can literally save lives. The last 18 months have shown us through social isolation, through issues with folks losing their jobs, losing their homes, and losing all sources of stability, that we have got to make sure that the same intention we put towards our physical health, our financial health, our spiritual health, we put towards our mental health. And so as a community, we need to continue to amplify and elevate these conversations because they are important and they are life-saving.
I would say watching my mother be brave enough to tell her story to strangers, I don't know that I could do that, and just resonate with so many people. And me knowing other people's story of just issues that they may have not dealt with that is causing depression or other mental illness, and just knowing that, again, finding out late in my 30s that there are suicide awareness programs out here, but since it's never been geared to our communities, a lot of us don't know about it and we suffer in silence, which my mother has done for years. So her being able to tell her story gave permission for other people in our communities who we've known and others that we may have not known, but they look like us. It's given them permission to tell their stories as well. And when we can all do that and feel comfortable, we will make change. What we strive to do is just help make the conversation, bring the conversation to the forefront. We're not saying you need to go see a therapist, nobody's saying that, but at least if you can find somebody to talk to and know that it's okay, we're all dealing with these issues. We all feel down. Let people support you as well, because they can't if they don't know what you're going through. And that's what Dee Dee's Cry does.
I myself had my own mental health crisis. When I was 25, I attempted suicide. I was an alcoholic and a drug addict. And the thing that got me clean was prayer and belief in God. And when it comes to my mental health, I see a therapist. There's just times when I need somebody to talk to. So with Dee Dee's Cry, because we know not everyone's going to want to see a therapist, but there are resources in the community that they may not know about. So it's about connecting the community to the resources.
I think my mother's experience is why she does the work. She wouldn't have been able to even have the insight to do this. And as far as how it affects me, it makes me understand my mother more as a full person, not just looking at her as my mother. Like she says in her story, she went through suicide attempts. I didn't really know that until she started Dee Dee's Cry. And also, there was a period of time that my mother didn't raise my sister and myself. So instead of being angry about that and being bitter about that, it made me better for my kids, for one. And again, just made me understand why she lived the life that she lived as far as the times that she was absent. Like, she was dealing with her own thing, her own depression, her own misery that we didn't know at the time. And when you're a kid, you don't know. You just know that your mother's not there, and it doesn't feel good. But then hearing her tell her story to others and just starting Dee Dee's Cry, it made me understand my mother as a person and just love on her more and appreciate her more. And like I said, that's why I'm there all the time, to give whatever's needed.
So with Dee Dee's Cry, we always have someone with lived experience. I feel it's important to let people know that they are not alone, and also to show them that they can emerge from their struggles and even become stronger because of them.
My name is Dr. Brandy Brooks. I'm the Director of Operations for Dee Dee's Cry. I met Toy about 4 years ago and connected with her because, as she said, I worked in mental health for 15 years prior to meeting Toy. And one of the things that I was constantly seeing and constantly butting my head against was, where were the services for our community?
I would say to anybody thinking about doing the unthinkable, I would say that you're loved more than you know, you're valued more than you know. And I would also say somebody wants you to talk to them. Reach out. You won't be a burden to anybody. Reach out to somebody and you'll be surprised by how just talking can take some of the weight off. Just talking to somebody you love, or even a stranger, honestly, it helps.